Hi guys, so we're going to talk about downloading your report and running your report. The first thing I do every morning is I'll open up an Excel file that I've already created, and I'll name it that month, May 2015, and then I will add to it every morning our totals. So where I get our totals is on the dashboard. Your dashboard's right up front. And I do recommend starting an Excel document. If you do not have Excel, you do not need Excel. You can use Google Docs. If you don't know how to get into Google Docs, just do a search for Google Docs or Google Numbers, and that will get you your Excel file to do what I'm doing. So basically, I've got my May totals here, and the reason why I do this is so that I can keep track of where we are as a team every single day. So I could see the trends, see what's going on, see if you guys are working or not, and I'll just copy and paste that all in there. And of course, these are today's totals and these are today's totals. So just for example, I'll put it in, and then when you see the plus sign on here, you double click that, and that's going to give you tomorrow's date, because tomorrow is the 26th and it goes in order. What I like to also do is to figure out our per team average, per team member average. So I will put in the function that looks like this. Basically, it's just you would go into that cell, click the equals button, and then go to your TV, highlight that, use the division sign, and how many team members you have. That's your per person team average for the month so far. I do this also with my company. Most of you do not have a company, so yeah, don't worry about that, because your two numbers are going to be the same. But what I also like to do is see where we're projected to land for the month. So what I do is I go into the field, the cell next to it, and I will go equal sign. And if we are doing, nope, let me back up. Okay, so what this number is yeah. Okay, so what I like to do, let me back up, is to see where we are average per day. So how to figure that is you would do the equal sign, and then you would do your TV, and then you would divide it by how many days there are so far that have gone by in the month. So there's 25 days that have gone by. So that gives me 2131 a day average. So to see where we're going to end the month, you would take the equal sign, and then you would take this number, and then you would times it by however days there are in the month. So that's going to give us a whereabouts as to where we're going to end the month. I do put notes. This is the day of the splurge. You can see we did a lot more per average. That was the splurge day. Yeah, so we did, between these 2 days, we did $9,000. So you can see that trend. The splurge is going to get us more per team member average. It's going to increase our sales a lot. So take a look at those trends. You want to keep this, going every month, so that you, in 2 years or next year, you can see, well, you know, last year we were at 115 per team member. So this year, I would like for us to set a goal for 120 per team member, and set that goal and work towards that goal. This is one report that I do every day. Let me erase all this and save it. Whoops. Okay, so let me get out of this report. Okay, so, and then you want to take a look at your detail of your team. So what I like to do is go into I click on my business, I click on downline, and I download this, and I do the detail. And then I will click on export. That will export that, and it will save it on my computer, and I'll download it in either Numbers or Excel. So once I have it exported, I'll take a look. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at Sarah's Schoonover's report. And I'm going to delete all the things that I already did because I've already recorded this once, and this is take number 2. So here we go. And the dogs are in here and they're being loud. So taking a look at Sarah's report, I'm going to have to undo all of this. So just bear with me. Okay, so this is Sarah's report. And for her to hit pink +2 numbers, she needs to have team volume of 4,000. So we're going to take a look and see where we can pick up the other $900. Well, as a leader, Sarah needs to be doing 500. So to figure that out, I do equal sign in that cell. 500 minus 88 is 412. So in the TV, now you've just added 412. So we will change this to an equal sign, add 412 to it. Now Amanda will need to do 500 also. So let's add 500 here. So now she's at 39.15. Okay, so where can we make up some more team volume? Well, if you take a look over here at their lifetime, what I like to do is I've already done it. So let me clear this so I can show you how I did it. The first gen column doesn't really matter for anybody below Silver Premier, so I just use that column, and I start with the equal sign. And I look at, they need $1,000 to make pink minus lifetime equals, well, she's way over. But if you take a look at these people, they have a ways to go. This person does not. So let's take a look and see what she's got going on. Elizabeth Moore, she started 5 April. Well, now it makes me think, when are her props? So to figure out props, I insert 4 columns. Now I figure out props, her 15-day props, her 30-day props, her 60-day props, and her 90-day props. To figure that out, all you need to do again is go into the cell, hit the equal sign, click the join date, and then add sign 14. That's going to add 14 days, which is going to give you their 15-day props. Do it again for all of these. Plus 29, whoops, H2 plus 29. This one is equals H2 plus 59. This one equals that plus 89. Okay, now to figure out everybody else's, you don't have to keep doing that. All you have to do is wait for the cross sign, double click, wait for the cross sign, hover in the corner until you get the cross sign, hover in the corner so you get the cross sign, and double click. And that will bring everybody's prop dates down. Okay, so we're looking at Elizabeth Moore here. So I'm going to just go ahead and highlight her. Well, she did 681. So most likely she's gunning for her 60 days. So what I would do on my team page is I would shout out to Elizabeth, hey, you're so close to your 60-day props. All you need is $420 and you're there. What do you have left for the rest of the month? You also need your 1 recruit. Now, that may confuse her because she's not ready. Her props aren't due until 30 June. So you can say, hey, Elizabeth, you're so close to your 60-day props. All you need is one recruit and $400 in PV, and you have $321 or $319 in PV. Where you at, girl? Something along those lines. Let's see who else has a smaller number. Nobody else has a smaller number, but don't count these people out of the race yet, these ones with the higher numbers. So what you want to do is you want to come over here and you want to look at your prop dates. So you've got all these are your prop dates and what's coming up. So today's the 25th of March. So you look here, or May, that's not March, May. So Cassie, that's not right. She was the 14th. Let's see, June 15th. Hers is coming up, Brittany. So I would do a shout out. Hey, Brittany, your 15 days is coming up June 5th. Where are you at, girl? Something like that. You can reach out in a private message. You can shout it out on the EP team page. I would prefer the EP team page. I keep looking at her 14. Here we go. Liz has been doing amazing. So Liz, her prop dates, her 90 is coming up on the 12th of June. And it does look like she missed her 60 because of her recruit. So I would shout out on the team page, hey Liz, your 90 days are coming up 12 June. Where are you at for recruiting? Do you need some help with that? You know, you've got your sales, you're so close to your sales. I would start out that whole line with Liz Bignelli is real close to her 90-day prop. She's got $1,167 worth of sales in already. She just needs her 3 recruits. And leave it at that. Most likely she's going to reach out to that and say something along the lines of, I can't recruit. I don't know how to recruit. Help me, help me, help me. And then you will help her. Nancy, her 30 days is coming up 1 June. It looks like she already hit her 15. So I would shout her out and say, congratulations on getting your 15-day props. You're so close. And your 30-day props ends on 1 June. Have you planned a launch party? Let's see who else is in here. Okay, it looks like that's it. Chelsea, we missed Chelsea in here. Chelsea has 0. So just because she has 0 doesn't mean that she is a kidnapper. Doesn't mean that she's not following the team page. Doesn't mean that, hey, you know, maybe she wants to do something with the business. So as her sponsor, Sarah, as her sponsor, I would reach out maybe in a PM and say, hey girl, you know, I see that you don't have any sales in so far. You started April 15th. Do you have, are you planning on doing a launch party? At least getting it out there on people to get them to know what it is first, so that you can make your qualifications every 6 months. So basically you want to just drill down in your team. You see that your PV, you need to do your own PV. Your leaders need to do their PV. Once she does her PV, she's going to get her paid at pink. She has to take a look at her qualified front lines. That was something else that I did in the other video, but I did not do here. For Sarah to hit pink 2, she's going to need 2 qualified frontline. She only has 1. So what you want to do is highlight these back to blue so you're not confused. And then you want to find her front line. So anybody as a 3 is a front line. So highlight those people. And then you want to take a look and see where they're at. Her front line is Shauna. Shauna's kicking butt. She really, really wants Pink +1 this month, and she's voiced that on the team page. So I would reach out to Shauna and say, hey, you know, if your girl was to do her 15-day props early, she can do a Facebook party or whatever. She gets her 200 in, then you're only $300 away from promoting to Pink +1. So that's going to get you another $400 in team volume, Sarah. So let's just go ahead and add that in there. So now you're over. So you're still hitting those pink numbers, but now you got to find another qualified frontline. I would reach out to Cassie. Cassie is at 157. She only needs a few more dollars, and she's at 200. I would say, hey, Cassie, just reaching out, wanted to see if you were going to get qualified this month. And I mean, you can send her a small gift for qualifying, but I wouldn't. $200 is nothing in a month, and you know, if you were shooting for Premier and you needed 4 qualified frontline, sure, do a drawing for whoever's qualified that month. Do a drawing for, you know, marketing items or personal volume products. So take a look at those people that are on your front line. As soon as Amanda gets her 500 in to make her Pink +1, that's also going to be another qualified front line. So you should have 3 by the end of the month. And you only need 2. So you want to look at their lifetime. You want to look at your qualified front line. You want to look at the T volume. You want to look at their props. And that is it.